Let's do a devotion. You have been on a long uphill journey and your energy is almost spent. Though you have faltered at times, you have not let go of my hand. I am pleased with your desire to stay close to me. There is one thing, however, that displeases me, your tendency to complain. You may talk to me as much as you like about the difficulty of the path we are following. I understand better than anyone else the stresses and the strains that have afflicted you. You can ventilate safely to me because talking with me tempers your thoughts and helps you see things from my perspective. Complaining to others is another matter altogether. It opens the door to deadly sins such as self-pity and rage. Whenever you are tempted to grumble, come to me and talk it out. As you open up to me, I will put my thoughts in your mind and my song in your heart. I think if we truly evaluated how much we complained, it would be shocking. And I'm going to give you an example is how many times do we complain about the weather? Oh, it's rainy or so hot. I find myself, that's one complaint that happens frequently. And I think if we really self-evaluated, we would realize that we complain often. And it wasn't until I started to practice constant gratitude that really I was able to not complain near as often. And I will never forget, I had this friend and she talked about, and I was struggling with viewing God as a friend. I grew up really fearing God. I grew up like, if you do this, you're going to go to HE double hockey sticks. God wasn't revered as a friend to me. And it wasn't until I discovered that that was what other people had. And I'm like, I want that friend. And so that's when really my faith journey started to transform is I realized I could talk to God outside of a formal prayer. And I realized that I could talk to God as a friend. But I still viewed God as someone I would go situationally. I didn't like to bother God when things were going well. And I only reached out when things were hard. And I had a friend that said, I thank God for my parking spot. And I was like, what a silly thing to thank God for. A parking spot? That just seems so shallow. And she's like, but I also thank him when I get a parking spot that's far away. And I thank him for the ability to walk or the ability to enjoy the fresh air or whatever you get to experience when you park further away from where you're going. And it really isn't for me about, it's the practice of gratitude, thanking God for all these things. I thank God for my car every day. I love this car. It's paid off. It's got 138,000 miles. I'm so grateful for it. And every day I say, thank you so much for this wonderful car that gets me to and from where I need to go. And if you can practice gratitude with the littlest of things, just try it one day and just thank God for every single thing. And you will find that it takes you out of a mode of complaining or being ungrateful to a place where you're like, you honestly don't have time to talk about the negative that you don't enjoy when you can start enjoying